Bye, Eleanor. Eleanor. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, buddy. Yeah, bye. I gotta go to work. Oh, hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I didn't know I was filming. Hey there, hi there, ho there. So I just about got halfway to the airport to head to work, and then I realized I left some plastic shopping bags out for Eleanor because she loves to play around in them, dig through them and all that stuff. And I don't like to leave them with her unattended because occasionally she gets her head or a foot caught in one of the plastic bags and it's just not happy. So I forgot that I left those bags out. And so since I had literally almost 2 hours to get to the airport for work, I left early by accident. I'm gonna head home and get those bags off the floor so it's not a potential problem for her. But I'm also probably gonna grab a quick bite to eat because I got time and I haven't eaten yet today. So let me do that and then I will see you when I'm actually on the way to work. And the cats are right where they were when I left the house. Hello, Eleanor. Eleanor? No? Okay. But he's like, don't bother me, I'm nothing. Hi, sweetheart. And this is Eleanor's little nest of paper that is always on the floor, and these are the plastic plastic bags that I don't want her getting caught in. So she loves to burrow inside the paper and she'll tear it up in little strips, and this is her happy place. Alrighty, so there's the strip over there. See Luxor, there's Mandalay Bay, New York, New York. And my parking spot right here, and I have to walk way over there to get to the airport. Is anyone shocked that I was randomed? Nope, no surprise. And hello there, how are you? Good afternoon. It's 3:08. My shuttle is at 3:30. I've got to put my clothes on. I've got my t-shirt and undies on, but I need to put my uniform shirt and pants on. Everything else is all packed up and ready to go. I didn't film anything last night because honestly, by the time I got to the hotel, I was so tired. Not tired enough to actually go to sleep, mind you, because I didn't go to sleep until probably 3 o'clock, 3:30 this morning, which is normal for me because back in Vegas it was only about midnight, right? I woke up around 11:30 or so, just kind of farted around on my phone, just doing nothing. The shuttle is in about 21 minutes, so I'm going to put my uniform on and head downstairs. I'm flying lead on this trip. I'm the third most senior person, but the other two senior people, I'm working with 3 gorgeous, intelligent, lovely women. 2 of them who are more senior than me are flying in the back, so I'm flying up in front with another amazing person. And it's been a great trip so far. We were on a 320 yesterday, but today we're going to Orlando and then Houston. We're going to be on a 321 all day today. So my job's a little bit different than it is on a 320. What else is going on? Yeah, oh, super easy flight. Oh my God, super easy. It felt like a red eye, but because most people were resting and sleeping, it was dark. It was ridiculously easy. Our first 2 rows, which really get anything they want, basically, I think but between all of them, they all had like either waters with no ice or a soda or something. I mean, no one wanted anything. I offered a number of times, but everyone was just laid back, chill, just getting from point A to point B, super nice. Couldn't ask for a nicer flight. But let me stop yammering and put my pants on, and I will see you later on. Our flight is a little delayed. We have maybe an hour and 45 minutes before we start boarding, but it's a very nice airport. One of my coworkers and I are going to go try and grab a bite to eat somewhere, but yeah, here we are. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Houston. The last time I saw you, I think I was in the airport in Memphis, telling you that we were delayed a little bit. We were delayed a little bit longer than that, but we were fairly lightly populated. That flight had a very light load heading to Orlando, but the passengers were lovely. Again, these days, it seems that people seem to be more at ease and a little bit more relaxed and chill when there are delays than they used to be. I'm not sure why, but the passengers today were really, really great about the short delay. Got to Orlando perfectly fine. We were supposed to have a little bit of a sit there, which was balanced by our short delay earlier, so we didn't really lose much time. We were a little bit more full on the way to Houston. Really great passengers. Again, super chill, super laid back. My favorite couple on the second trip was they were sitting in 2A and 2C. They were loves, absolutely delightful. They are both roller coaster aficionados. They love going to different amusement parks and riding roller coasters. We had some little conversations about that in our favorite parks, our favorite roller coasters. Mine is Montu at Busch Gardens in Tampa, by the way, and just a really nice flight. I'm flying lead on a 321 today. Our first chaser, I think, was Orlando based. Very nice guy. My second chaser, she's also based in Orlando, but I know her from Vegas. I think she's going back to Vegas in August. One of my favorite people in the company. Absolutely a doll, very funny. She loves her cats as much as I love mine. And just a really nice flight. Great flight cruise. No problems. Short delays, but nothing that was, unmanageable. So I'm in our Houston layover, which I used to not like very much because the room never had a microwave, but they've changed that. So it's definitely handy to have a microwave in the room. But we're here for about 15 hours. My shuttle tomorrow is at 4 p.m. And then we're going to do one leg to LaGuardia. It's not a long layover there, maybe 15 hours, but one leg to LaGuardia tomorrow, so that's super easy, right? Knock on wood. In the meantime, tonight, it's 12:41 a.m. I know it's early morning, but I really haven't eaten much today, so I think I'm going to throw a can of soup in the microwave, since especially I don't have to wake up till or tomorrow early afternoon if I don't want to. So there we go. That is my day. This trip isn't very exciting. This trip isn't very exciting so far, and that's fine. I love me a nice, boring, easy, simple, drama-free trip. So give me that anytime. I will see you tomorrow. All right? Toodaloo. Have a good night. Hey, guys. I'm trying to get comfortable in the sort of a yoga position in this chair so I can get some light here. So it is 2:53 in the afternoon here in Houston, and I really haven't done much. I stayed up until, I don't even know, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning playing video games, of course, because I just wasn't sleepy. As tired as I wasn't sleepy. But I could sleep as long as I wanted to today. So I kind of woke up maybe about 11 o'clock and just kind of dozed, watched some videos on YouTube, farted around, watched the news, which is just horrifying. Yeah, just horrifying. I mean, our country, the United States, we incinerated like 500 tons or some ridiculous number of food that was destined to feed desperate children who were dying of malnourishment, and we burned it rather than give it to children. So I'm watching the news and I'm just like, the things that are happening right now I just, every single day, and I try to avoid most of the news. I listen to NPR because it's more unbiased, I think, and they're sharing facts, and then our government stopped subsidizing public radio and public TV, and like all the people who voted for this were raised on Sesame Street, and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and all these things. But nope, let's defund them because it's a political. So every single day, I'm getting more upset about what's going on in this country. But I don't know what kind of power I have. So my shuttle is at 4 o'clock this afternoon. As I think I told you, it's 2:55 right now. So I'm going to start jumping in the shower in a minute. get myself human. I had to charge my work device. I looked at it this morning and it was at 3%. I don't know how that happened because it was fully charged yesterday, and I read for a little bit yesterday. I played some game, a game, or like a word game on the tablet, but there was plenty of power in there when I put it back in my bag. So I'm not sure if it didn't turn off or something, but it went to 3%. Right now it's at 98% because I've been charging it all day. But make sure that's up to date, and my bags are all packed. Just gotta jump in the shower and put my clothes on. So, speaking of getting upset, and if I look up at my phone here, it's because texts are coming in from a friend. Did you guys remember? Oh my God, I'm gonna start to cry. Do you remember Shella, my friend Shella? She's one of the sweetest, most loving people I've ever met in my life. And I'm trying not to get upset about it and think about it too much, but I believe her cat was named Winston, and I believe we met Winston on a layover in Nashville. If I'm not mistaken, I think Shella she flew back to Nashville to rescue this cat, Winston, who has since cost her a lot of money for health problems. But yesterday, Shella sent me a text letting me know that she had to put Winston to sleep. And I sent her a couple texts, and I gave her a phone call just to, share my sympathies and to talk to her. But she couldn't talk to anybody. She's just been able to start replying to text messages today because she's just been so upset. She got a little tattoo of Winston's name, and his right above his name is a little image of his ears. And I think some whiskers, and it's a beautiful little tattoo on her foot. And she just sent me a text of that, and I just saw a couple texts pop down on my phone while I was talking to you just now. So I'm going to let you go for a moment so I can read her text and see how she's doing. But she is really, really upset. And of course, because I'm self-centered and selfish to the extreme, I have to think about my loss, of course. But, I still miss Claire. So many of you don't know Claire. So many of you didn't meet Claire because she passed away. I had to let her go November of 2022. I think it's going to be 4 years. This November, I think it's going to be 4 years. Is it 3 or 4 years? It's been a long time. But, yeah, so it's just horrible. She loved that cat. But I'm going to let you go, and we'll go read her texts and respond so she knows I'm here. But I don't want to. I'm gonna call her maybe later today because honestly, she's just having a hard time even replying to text. So blah blah blah. Let me talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go look at her text messages and dry my eyes. Well, hello there. So it is 3:34 in the afternoon. I'm showered. I'm ready to go. Bags are all packed. I am settling in. Just finishing. Oh, it's charged. I was finishing up my my work device being charged up. At 100%. We're supposed to have it at 90, but I prefer having it at 100% before I start my trip. I have been texting Shella back and forth for the past hour or so, just sympathetically crying. Honestly, she's in pain. I'm crying because I feel bad for her, but I'm also thinking of my cats, and then I start future thinking about when my cats go, when Eleanor or Buddy go, and I start getting crazy. So I've had to stop. So we're going to get together sometime soon, just she and I, and I think we could both use a hug, but I just feel so bad for her. So I'm going to, I think, head downstairs because all I'm doing is watching my device charge and looking at YouTube videos. The one time I've ever missed a hotel shuttle to the airport, it's only happened once in my life, and I was in LA. It was just as COVID was shutting stuff down. I was wicked early. I was all done, all ready to go. And I sat on the edge of the bed, as I am right now, watching a YouTube video. Just kind of lost watching a video about, I don't know, tree frogs or something stupid. I missed the shuttle because I was up in my room watching a video. Blah, blah, blah. Watch me miss the video, the shuttle now because I'm just yammering away. Have you noticed I've been saying the word yammering a lot lately? I keep hearing myself say it. I gotta stop. I don't like the word. Blah, blah, blah. All right. I will see you at the airport, or I will see you in LaGuardia. Hopefully, it's as simple as a day as it should be today. One leg to LaGuardia from here in Houston. So let's get out of here, shall we? Welcome to LaGuardia. This is my hotel room. That is the elevator. Yay. This was not my best trim job for my face. Usually I'm a little bit more neat, but I feel very sloppy right now. I got hairs poking everywhere. So bitch and moan, complaining again. I am directly across from the elevator. I'm like 6 feet away from the elevator. But the good news is my room is cavernous. It's vast. It's like the size of a mid-size apartment. I have a huge bedroom over there, a gigantic bathroom, full-size kitchen. I'm sitting at this table with 4 chairs. I've got a full-size living room with the sofa, the chair, the settee, the TV, the desk, blah, blah, blah. It's an enormous room, very tastefully appointed. The curtains, I love the curtains. I'm not going to show you the room. I'm not doing a room tour because it's been brought to my attention. Some people can figure out what hotel we're staying in, and there are weirdos who stalk flight attendants, and I want to make sure that my coworkers are safe. Not that I'm worried about anybody trying to crawl into my hotel room, because yeah, I look like this. So no one's trying to get into my hotel room. Flight. Let's talk about the flight today. Very nice. 3 hours and 8 minutes. Really great crew. Flight crew, I mean, our cabin crew, same cabin crew as the rest of the trip. Fantastic. I got the chance to work with my coworker flying up in front with me today. I love her. She is Orlando based, I think, right now, but she's originally from the Vegas base, and she's coming back to us, I think, in August, and I'm very much looking forward to that because I really enjoy working with her. Let's see. Cabin crew is great. Flight crew is great. Passengers, we were almost full. We had a handful of open seats. Some of the most beautiful babies I've ever seen in my life. One of them, who was sitting in like 8 or something, absolutely, I mean, I almost cried. You know when you see a baby that is so beautiful that you want to cry? This baby, big eyes like this, oh my God. Really good flight. Non-stop service. We were doing service the entire time. So we do 2 full-size, so that's what I do, 2 full-size services on a 3-hour flight. We'll do a walkthrough as well. But we didn't have an opportunity to do a walkthrough because we never stopped serving snacks and drinks. It was constant, which is sometimes exhausting, but for 3 hours we can do it. And sometimes it's my favorite part of the flight. It's when we actually get to interact, for the most part, face-to-face with all of our guests, you know, and sometimes it's the best opportunity I have to say hi and do a little schmooze. Hey, how are you? Your baby's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And it's sometimes my favorite part of the trip. But yeah, today was very nice. Our shuttle was right there when we got to the airport. Fantastic. The layover is not very long. That's usually the reality is the shorter the layover, the better the hotel room. If you ask any flight attendant, it's always the truth. If I had a 30-hour layover, this would be a hole. If it's a 15-hour layover, it's a palace. Whatever, that's the worst part of my day, right? So I'm going to throw some food in the microwave. I've got some couscous, and I've got, what do I have? All right, so I've got some couscous, which I'll make, and I'll probably eat about half this box. But I also got, I love this stuff, Tasty Bite. It's vegetable tikka masala with potatoes and corns and peas and a really savory sauce. So I'll just put this on top of the couscous, and that's very nice. Of course, I'm eating that at 11:29 p.m. But I'm going to stay awake for a couple hours playing a video game or something, and I'll get to sleep, and then I've got plenty of time to sleep tomorrow. So I will see you in the morning or tomorrow afternoon or sometime soon. Bye. All right, guys. Hi. It is 1:15. My shuttle is at 1:30, so I am packed. I'm ready to go. Everything is charged up. We're going to Columbus, and then we are going to see the curtains. I told you I like those curtains. We are going to Columbus and then going to Vegas. We don't get back till Vegas till this evening, but I have a couple of days off after this trip, so I'm very excited to go home. Let's get out of here. Hello, Eleanor. My pretty girl. And Buddy, my handsome boy. Isn't he handsome? And he's happy. His tail's going. Eleanor's taking a nap. Oh, a bath, I should say. And I am settled in. Hey guys, how are ya? Settled in with my laptop to do a little swapping, hopefully, for next month. Or dropping for next month. So hey there, hi there, ho there. I have not seen you since yesterday. It is exactly 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Las Vegas. So I really don't even remember our first leg of the day in, where were we? LaGuardia to Columbus. Super easy flight. I don't remember anything about it because there was no drama, no trauma. I think we were on a 320 going to Columbus. We switched planes into a 321 where I got to fly with another great coworker up in front. She was our chaser. Really, really great. She's been here much longer than I have, but we work well together. That flight was pretty crazy in that it was non-stop. Again, it happened one other time. I don't even remember which leg, but it was non-stop service. And then we hit some turbulence that was maybe an hour and a half of turbulence where we were told to remain seated. So most of our guests followed suit. Okay, again, there's always somebody who's going to get up and go use the bathroom when it's not ideally the safest time to get up. But, you know, I have been there myself. I have come to understand if it's an emergency, they're going to get up. I get it. I totally get it. It does kind of get me a little bit, but I understand. And, you know, as I am not the police, I cannot stop them from going to the restroom, especially if it's an emergency. All I can do is remind them that the seatbelt sign is on. We're informers, not enforcers, right? But so we were busy doing service. Our guests in our first seats, the first 2 rows, were really fantastic. They did take advantage of the package that they purchased with snacks and beverages. They definitely took advantage of that, but they were fantastic. We had another gold member in, we have a gold member in 2 with the most perfect little pug. I wish I could have taken him out of his character. He was so cute. Super nice guy. And then we had another gold member in 14, somewhere around there, who was so funny. He had so much charisma and character. Really, really, really great. We had great passengers. The only fly in the ointment was that or a hair, whatever, is that, and where did that phrase ever come from, a fly in the ointment? We had about an hour and a half of turbulence where the captain asked us to remain seated. And that was a little frustrating because I want to take care of my guests, and some of them were clearly anxious to get up and move around. But safety first, safety. It's all about safety. And for the most part, everybody stayed seated. There's a couple people who got it. Whatever. I let go. I digress. But the turbulence ended. We had probably an hour left in the flight when we could really get up and move around. So we were able to take care of people there. Yeah, no drama, no trauma, just a little turbulence that had to stay seated. So all in all, a very easy day. It just felt very long. We had a bit of a delay in leaving LaGuardia, and then we had a little bit of a delay leaving Columbus. Nothing crazy, just enough to kind of, you know, be a nudge. So I got home last night, took off my uniform pieces, gave the cat some treats, futzed around on my phone for a little while, and then I just passed out, went to sleep. This morning, or I should say, one of my, not that you really care, but one of my trips that I tried to pick up was approved for next month. And that's awesome because it gives me 101 hours credit, which is more than I usually like to fly. But it's 2 back-to-back 4-day trips, and I really don't like that. So I'm going to try and drop one of those trips. So I picked up a trip I preferred so I can drop a trip I don't want to actually work. And that's one of the best parts of the job, is that you can sort of fine tune your schedule. So it's really great. So if I'm approved to drop that trip, I'll only be working about 80 hours next month, which is a full-time schedule for flight attendants, and it's about as much as I really want to work. So I'm hoping that is approved. What else? Otherwise, I'll put it on the trade board. Somebody's going to like it because it's got a long Miami layover, and plenty of people like that layover. What else? I think that's just about it. So one of my favorite bunch of guys, these two guys, they're called Two Guys on a Plane. You know them. Two Guys on a Plane, right? If you're on Facebook and you're a flight attendant, you see them. They have like 85,000 Instagram followers. They have a YouTube page. They call it a podcast. It's a YouTube page called Two Guys on a Plane. They are absolutely hysterical. So their memes, which is how they kind of got started on Facebook and Instagram, are absolutely the most witty, like on point flight attendant memes you could ever possibly imagine. They're always very funny. Never cutting, never cruel, never unusual or mean, but always a little sassy. But they've got a podcast, and for some reason, it's not huge. Like the channels, they don't have that many subscribers as I'd imagine they do. So just a little shameless plug. If you're done watching me for a little while, go check out Two Guys on a Plane. I really think they're amazing. And it's a couple. They're a couple that are married. And yeah, they're fantastic. So go check them out after you watch this video. And lastly, a little plug for myself is a request for some questions. I have some comments saved under the comment section on some of my videos that I have not addressed or responded to, and that's my little way of keeping them present and alive on my analytics page, so I can go back to them when I am prepared to, or feel I want to make some content that addresses the question or the comment. So I've got a couple things there. If I have not responded to a comment or a question of yours, chances are it's that or if I haven't put a little heart next to it, it's because I've been saving it for future content. So there you are. If you have any other questions or anything that I haven't addressed lately, or if you're a relative newcomer to my channel, there's anything you want to know about being a flight attendant, being sober, because you know my life is all about my cats, sobriety, and my job, and thrifting. So if you have any questions on any of those topics, feel free to drop a comment or with a question below so I can put that in a future Q&A video. I want to do one of those soon. One of the videos I want to put together is what not to wear on a plane, and another one is somebody asked me what are the pros and cons of moving to Las Vegas, and I think that would be an interesting video. But if you have any questions or you'd like me to address, feel free, drop a comment below. And I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry the video wasn't more exciting, but isn't it nice not to have an exciting video? Oh my god, the last thing I want is an exciting flight. Give me boring any day. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to give the cats their afternoon treats, and we'll probably take a nap. All right? Talk to you later. Bye. Fly safe.